Does anyone know what this is called? Speak up. It's called a drum. Can't believe you guys didn't know that. This is called an Irish drum. It's also called a bowron or a boron. They say boron, they say it different ways. It's B-O-D-H-R-A-N, and the A has an accent mark, means you draw out the A, so it's actually a boron in Gaelic. But I think they call it a bowron. And this is, anybody know what this is called here that I play it with? It's a stick, you're right. This is called a beater or a tipper or a stick. I didn't know you were a musician, sir. Yeah, and I really love playing this. I was so fascinated with this many, many years ago that I bought a cheap one from, it was just a cheap one online. And then I stuck with it, really enjoyed learning it. This one is from New Zealand. It's about 16 years old now. It's a fabulous boron. And anybody know what they call this in Ireland, besides boron or a drum? They call this the heartbeat of Irish music. Yeah.
And today is St. Patrick's Day, and we have the colour emerald green, which is just the heart, a colour of the heart. So a big round of applause for everyone here. And how about our organisers? Aren't they doing a good job?
Yeah.
I want some more beats. Can we have some more beats? Does anyone want to hear some more beats? And then we're going to have our dancers after this.
You want 4/4 or 3/4 or 6/8? How about 13/8? No, 9/8.
Did anyone do maths? Who's done maths here at school? Has anyone done maths at school?
Any engineers out there? Yeah, all right. No wonder we have so much in common. We have to talk.
Morrison's jig. So we're going to go for 6/8. We're going to go for, this one's called Morrison's jig. Can everyone say Dublin?
Dublin.
Dublin. Thank you. So now we have our dancers coming back on. And Dave, I think you're going to do something on the pipes.
Oh, yes. This next dance is called the Scottish Lilt, and it is such a beautiful dance. But I have a question for you all. I don't want to inflict pain on anybody. And the bagpipes will bring tears to your eyes one way or another. So would you rather me play on the small pipes through the microphone or the Highland pipes? Yeah, the big pipes? Who wants the big pipes? Who wants the small pipes? Who wants no pipes? It's okay.
If you ever go to France, they say les peeps, les body peeps. And les peeps is one way of saying about the pipes. That was absolutely wonderful, absolutely wonderful. And can I tell you a joke? It's a very short joke. So two friends were going over to Dublin. They were going over to Dublin from Edinburgh. It was Doug and Pete. And you know, they were flying, they went over the Irish Sea, and then they were coming into Dublin. And as they were coming into Dublin to land, the fuselage started to pull off the top of the plane, you know, like opening a can of tuna, you know? And Doug says to Pete, Doug, we're going to fall out. And Pete says to Doug, no, we're always going to be friends.
Amen.
That's like Scotland playing Ireland at rugby. Sometimes you get that. Do we have, is it anyone's birthday in the audience today? Anyone's birthday? Yes?
Oh!
Yesterday counts because it's this week. So can we have your name, please? 64. Do the Beatles know 64? 64 rhymes with door. I'm going to knock on the door of inspiration for the next.
Open the door for 64.
Oh, and what is your name, please? Kay. Everyone?
Okay, what?
Everyone?
Oh, just
everyone, can we sing happy birthday to Kay? It's very, very special. This time of year is a way of bringing people together, and we always, at our events, we always ask if it's somebody's birthday, because it's just a way of bringing people together. Are you ready? Is everyone ready? Yeah. You can cough if you want to. Drink, just take a slight sip of water. Okay.
G. Long. There's the first note. Can you hear everyone sing the first note? La. Okay, we're ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kate. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Wow. And honestly, we no, okay, Dave. Is this the Scottish version of Happy Birthday? Oh, I think it might be. To you, happy birthday, dear Kate. Happy birthday to you. Wow. You know, that's a beautiful smile there. When Irish eyes are smiling. Would everyone like to sing When Irish Eyes Are Smiling? You've all got some song sheets on your table. Can we,
Yes.
you've just done such a beautiful happy birthday. Happy birthday. So, When Irish Eyes Are Smiling.
Yes, and I'm going to try to lead you in this. We're just doing the chorus because I don't know the rest of the verses. But I really need your help on this. Like, we were trying to figure out a good key for this, and I just can't find whether I can go that high. So, unless you want me to go into a terrible falsetto, I need you to really hit that high note for me, okay?
So this is our karaoke time of the evening.
Key of C.
C for
Me.
Cork. No, you.
You.
Okay.
When Irish eyes are smiling, sure it's like a morning spring. In the lilt of Irish laughter, you can hear the angels sing. When Irish hearts are happy, all the world seems bright and gay. Here comes, and when Irish eyes are smiling, sure they'll steal your heart away. All right, I got to tell you, I'm not a singer, but you all sounded awful out there. You're so shy. Is it the food? Is it making you sleep? Let's try that again, shall we?
I don't see that much
no, you
Guinness on
sounded
the
beautiful.
table.
You sounded beautiful.
Shall we try that again?
When Irish eyes are smiling, sure it's like a morning spring. In the lilt of Irish laughter, you can hear the angels sing. When Irish eyes are smiling, hopes our hearts are happy, all the world is bright gay. And when Irish eyes are smiling, sure they'll steal your heart away. A little alter. Hey, you guys sounded better than I did. That was awesome. Good job. A little. You know what? You all sounded great. How about a round of applause for yourselves? So, I'll bet you're wondering a few things at this point. First of all, where did this band come from? Well, we're not really a band. We're not. She just noticed, Georgia noticed us on the street. I said, hey, can you come play some Irish music? No, we are sort of a collaboration here. Colin McLeod does performances throughout the country solo. And when Georgia asked him to come and play here, he and I have known each other for a long time. And I'm in another Celtic band that's taken a break right now. And so he said, why don't you come and play with us? So we're really just kind of a collaboration tonight. And so we're calling it Colin McLeod and Friends, right? Jim?
And
Does that sound pretty good?
so this is Dave and this is Bob, and Bob Lancaster sound and pedal steel guitar. And it just reminds me of, has anyone ever seen Elvis Presley in concert?
Yeah, Bob looks a lot like Elvis Presley.
There's a new film out called Epic. Elvis Presley in concert. It's a new, I don't know if it's a documentary, but hearing Bob play it reminds me of the Hawaiian guitar. And this is Irish American ones.
Exactly. We bet you were wondering about that as well. Like, why do we have a pedal steel guitar in this?
Yeah, why do you have a
makeshift
pedal
band?
steel in this?
But it's Irish American heritage.
It's Irish
Month,
American,
right? So-
and the beauty of everyone coming together. We're having our own Ceilidh tonight. Ceilidh is like a social gathering. And at a Ceilidh, you'd have all these different instruments. You'd have people telling stories. You'd have friends seeing each other after maybe years or just a few days. You'd have dancing, and we're going to have our dancers up after this next one. And you'd have all these different instruments, and you'd have just...
And we can't play any of them.
There's an Irish magic, and I've actually spent some time in Australia, and I think something that I mentioned to Georgia was that the Scots got the land and the Irish got the pubs. That's what they say about Australia. So who's drinking Guinness tonight, by the way?
All right.
Yes.
See? Yes. What is your name? Harold? Harold Knight. Wow. Kindred spirit here. Even wearing green together.
Harold, how many guitars do you play? How many do you have? 5.
5 guitars. Can you play any of them? Just kidding. Well, that's a good answer, or else we'd have you up here on stage with us.
Well, I think
I bet they're wondering another question, Colin. Why do we have a Scottish guy and Scottish dancers here on St. Patrick's Day instead of Irish dancers and an Irish guy?
it's the Scots-Irish team combination.
I just blame Georgia. No, I'm just kidding. No. No. Yeah.
So I think that we'd like to do something maybe with the guitar to honour the guitar's Harold, with the tunes. And well, actually, we'll do the Baran, and I'm going to play a set of Irish jigs. Starting off with the Irish Washerwoman in G. So can we say Galway, please? Galway. And then I'm going to go to, has anyone ever seen, who's been over to Ireland? have you ever seen a genuine blackthorn tree? Blackthorn tree, well, I'm not sure. It might actually be wood for a violin. But the blackthorn tree, their branches are sometimes made into walking sticks. And travellers around Ireland in ancient times, or a few hundred years ago, they used to they used to walk with the blackthorn stick, and it was mighty, mighty in the right hands, you know. It was just like a sword for people. And then it could be a shillelagh. And then the last one, has anyone recently had any members of their family who have been married, or have any marriages in the family? No. So we have over here.
Anybody married here?
Well,
So, okay.
Congratulations to you both. We would like to honour, if we may, by the last tune is called Haste to the Wedding. So we're going to go from Galway to, we might stick with Galway. Galway's a really nice place. And then we're going to go to Dublin, okay? And do you know, has anyone ever been to the Richmond Highland Games?
Oh, yeah.
The Richmond Highland Games. Well, a couple of years ago, I went there and they actually had a Guinness consultant. They had two Guinness consultants talking about the history about Guinness. And they mentioned that originally Guinness, they used the water from the River Liffey in Dublin to, you know, make, well, I don't know, as part of the ingredients for Guinness. But now they said that they don't do that because the water from the River Liffey might become a bit iffy.
He's here all week.
I am. And you can clap if you want, tap your feet. Dingo, can you say Dublin?
Dublin.
Louder. D. This is Haste to the Wedding. A big round of applause. And I think we're going to have our dancers back up. These look like swords. Does that mean it's the Gilacallum sword dance? You know that it's a skill to do the dancing, and it's a skill just absolutely amazing to do the dancing. And I am a bit heavy on my feet. So well done. And these are les big peeps. So if you say, Dave, could you say, Dave, could you play les big peeps, please? Can you say that? A bit louder.
So, actually, I do want to say something real quick. Yeah. Hello? Check.
Hello.
So this is called the sword dance. And in competition, the competitors are not allowed to touch the swords with their feet. And so herein is the challenge. Not only can they not touch their feet to the swords, but with each step they go from dancing around the outside of the sword, pretty easy not to hit it then. Then they jump into the middle, into the quadrants, and then it gets a lot harder not to touch the sword. And then the final step, the tempo picks up, and so it gets increasingly difficult. And so just everybody hope that they don't hit the sword. They're very sharp.
And don't do this at home, okay?
How about them, huh? Alaric, would you come forward, please, too? Or just stand up really good and tall. This is Alaric Davidson. I failed to mention her name, too. So Alaric and, yes, thank you. Come on up. Alaric and Evelyn are two of many dancers in the Thistle and Shamrock Dance Academy. They specialize in Scottish Highland dance, and a lot of it is competitive Highland dance, too, right? Yeah, what? So why don't you talk to us a little bit? Tell us like how you got started in it and what's so hard about it. It looks pretty easy to me.
I got started actually as an adult because I am closer. Is this close enough? Cool. I got started actually as an adult. I've always wanted to dance Highland because I am of Scottish heritage, but it wasn't until I was adult that I was able to find the fabulous studio that I'm at now. She's been dancing much longer, so she can tell you what's the hardest thing about it is.
Thanks for pushing that off on me, Alaric. So I've been dancing since I was about 8, and I've been going to Scottish Highland festivals and things like that all my entire life. I went to my first ever Highland Games at the age of 1, and when we were waiting for the mass bands, my parents said, "Oh, let's be on the edge of the field so that the bagpipes don't scare her." Well, what they didn't know was that all the bands were going to walk past where we were to get into the field. So like, oh no, we have this 1-year-old, and I'm just going, hi, to all the pipers. So clearly my love for Celtic art started from a young age. I think the challenge really, this is a highly aerobic form of dance. As you can tell, I cannot talk right now. There's a lot to remember. There's a lot of energy, and I think also something that's interesting about this dance. I think a lot of styles of dance have moves that you can kind of combine however you want. Highland dance has a lot more set dances. So you have specific steps that you're allowed to do within each dance. Sometimes there are rules about what order you can do them in. And most of the time we decide. So for a show like this, we're not exactly following competition standards. We can make it a little bit more interesting and mix up how we do it. But I think... Oh yeah, instant disqualification. But I think there's a lot of order and like rules to remember, which I know there are in other styles, but it comes across a little bit differently. And also for me, I teach 3 first graders weekly, so that's the hard part for me, but they're wonderful. But we love it.
Yeah, sorry about that. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's beautiful. Thank you, ladies. We're so glad to have you here. That's Evelyn's dad right there. Hey, Tim. Either that or he has retired early. I'll tell you what. Wealthy, fabulous. So look, I mentioned Georgia Brown the other day. Georgia, I hope you didn't take that the wrong way. We feel so privileged that you invited us here tonight. Why don't you come on forward, Georgia? Yeah. Thank you for the applause for that, because she's done an amazing job. And where is Katrin? Come on up. Yeah. So the answer to the question is why Scottish people. So who here has Irish heritage? Who here has Scottish heritage? Who here has English heritage? I do too, most of me. And yeah, well, the truth of the matter is the Scots and the Irish are very, very, very closely connected. They're one of the 7 remaining so-called Celtic nations. Can anybody tell me what they are? Right, I'll give you hints. Ireland is one. Scotland, Wales, that's 3. What? Not the Isle of Wight. You're close, though. The Isle of Man, Cornwall, this far southwestern tip of England, of the UK, I should say, and Brittany, France, and Galicia in Spain. Yes, a lot of bagpipes in Brittany and Galicia too. There are different kinds of bagpipes, different kind of bagpipes all around the world. But anyway, Georgia, yes, Georgia was saying, "Wow, she has Scottish heritage," and you saw her raise her hand. And I said, "Would you like to try playing the pipes? Would you like to hear Georgia try to play the pipes?" I'm not sick, by the way, and I've wiped this blowpipe. You know what this thing is called? It's called a blowpipe. Okay, Georgia, you ready? Now everybody can see you. And are you a musician? A little bit of stuff like guitar.
dance.
What's next on the agenda? No, we better go to here. I've forgotten how the tune goes.
That was beautiful dancing and with the pipes. Now, earlier we were actually doing. Did anyone recognize Danny Boy? Well, I think that's actually in the music as a song. So, would everyone like to sing Danny Boy?
Great idea.
As we go with Keely's, with the pubs. Has anyone ever been to a pub in Ireland? Has anyone ever been to a pub? And you know, like the warmth and the welcome of the music, the songs, and the chat. So here's Danny Boy.
and all my dreams will warm and sweet be. If you not here to tell me that you love me, I shall sleep in peace until you come to me. What comely Well, y'all sounded beautiful. There were a few of you out there that really hit the high notes too. That was beautiful.
I'd like to do something for Katrin and Georgia, if I may. So, am I right in thinking that you both got Mackenzies? So this is a quick strathspey that might lead into the next thing for for dancing. But this tune's called Mackenzie Hay. So, just isn't it what just magic is happening this evening? So a big round of applause for Katrin, for Georgia, and yourselves as well, and our dancers. And Bob, David, and myself. So.
That was beautiful, Colin.
Sometimes there's a crossover between Scottish and Irish and Scottish. And what are you thinking about doing next? Mary's Wedding? Nope. Highland Lad.
Highland Laddie.
Yes, Highland Laddie. So, people, has anyone ever heard of Finn McCool, the Irish giant? Well, there's a story, that there was a Scottish giant as well. And Finn McCool thought he was bigger, but it was actually Finn McCool's wife who outsmarted the Scottish giant. So, I think that's quite a story there.
Please deliver us.
Well, it's a story for
This
afterwards.
happens all the time in practice.
It's a story for afterwards. Okay.
This next dance is called Highland Laddie, and it's traditionally done in a kilt, but if we had them doing kilted dances and dress dances, they'd be changing in and out all the time, and you might never see them. So.
Has anyone ever seen a maid behind a bar? People, the tunes in Ireland and the tunes in Scotland, and people love to name the tunes perhaps after an event or something. This tune's called The Maid Behind the Bar. And can everyone say Dublin? And now, we're going to try a cedar field first, okay? Can everyone just shake their leg like that? And you can gently shake your leg. So every time you hear this pattern, can we have a practice? Actually, we'll do another tune that's got more shaking your leg in it. D for dingo, crossing the bench. And you can clap as well.
It's called crossing the minch.
Now the big one. Would you like that a bit faster?
Yeah. That is a beautiful piece.
So I think we might be coming to the end of our time with yourselves.
But you know what? I think we need to sing Molly Malone. You want to sing an Irish song? Yeah? Do you have that on your song sheet? Cockles and mussels? Yeah, do you have that? Should we sing that one? No? Yes? Yes. That was a rhetorical question.
And then we might have a dance after that.
Okay. Can we go a little bit over, ladies? A little bit?
Give me
5 minutes?
Give me 5. Thank you. And just again, a big round of applause, please, for Georgia and Cajun. Thank you. And we have Devlin as well down here. He's been very quiet. He's been really quiet. Delante, thank you so much. And okay.
In Dublin's fair city, where girls are so pretty, I first set my eyes on sweet Molly Malone. Is that right? The right key?
I was just going to do it a bit slower because.
Sorry.
Just,
it is.
It's just been such a wonderful time with yourselves. I just wanted to elongate it slightly more.
You lead me off there. There we go. That's okay. In Dublin's fair city, where the girls are so pretty, I first met my eyes on sweet Molly Malone. She wheeled her wheelbarrow through streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. Alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. Now she was